there, and welcome back to another video of Cooking with Paris. So today, ladies and gentlemen, I don't feel well. So what's the best thing to make when you don't feel well? You guessed it, chicken noodle soup. So we're gonna be making homemade chicken noodle soup today, you guys. So I'm gonna tell you what you're gonna need. You're gonna need some chicken breasts, some onions, some celery, and some carrots. So let's get started. Alright, so we're going to start with our chopped chicken breast. You're going to do as much as you need for your family. There's no desired amount. I used about 4 whole chicken breasts and chopped them up. And we're going to add them to our boiler here. So I put some olive oil at the bottom of the boiler, and then I'm going to add the chicken breast in the bottom of the into the boiler, not the bottom. It's the same thing. Alright, so I want you guys to get a full view of this here. Alright, so you can season your meat using these seasonings here. Of course, we're gonna use our poultry butter. And how I'm gonna season my meat is with Dash seasonings, garlic butter, garlic powder, and onion powder, and a hint of paprika because I think heat helps when you're sick. So I didn't season my meat as of yet. I was planning on seasoning it in the boiler. I know that's weird. You never see anybody do that. But I wanted to make sure the seasonings got in our boiler really well. So, because we're making, of course, homemade broth. So I've added the chicken to the boiler. I put olive oil in the boiler first, and then I use my tongs to move the chicken around in the olive oil. I have the boiler on medium heat to cook. And then I'm just going to start adding my seasons here. Like I said, because I want the seasonings to really stick into the boiler to help flavor our broth. That is why you see me seasoning it in the boiler instead of before. I know it looks weird, but your flavor will thank me later. Wrong side. I'm just gonna get everything seasoned real good, and then we're gonna get our chicken breast nice and cooked. Alright, you guys, once your chicken breast is done cooking, you're gonna remove it out of the boiler. I have a plate set to the side here. I'm just gonna dump mine onto. We're gonna save that for later. And then what we're gonna do in our boiler is we're gonna add some butter to our boiler and let that melt down. So next, once that butter is all melted down, which was 2 tablespoons of butter, you're gonna add in your already chopped up onions, celery, and carrots, okay? I'm just gonna add that in, and then we're gonna cook it for about 8 to 10 minutes. Add all of that to our boiler here, and then we're going to cook it down with this butter, and we're going to add a teaspoon of our minced garlic. As well. I'm just going to cook it all so it's well combined. If your stove is good and hot, I would suggest turning it down just a tad bit. We don't want to burn anything because we're going off of just our butter to get this cooked. Once you have cooked that down for about 7 minutes, you're going to go in with 1/4 cup of flour to make a roux. Just going to sprinkle that on top of your vegetables and then mix it in really well. And then you're just going to cook that for about 2 minutes. So the reason I had my timer is because I'm sick, you guys, and I sat down for those 7 minutes while this cooked instead of watching it, so I set a timer. Like I said in my other videos, work smart, not hard. Once you let that cook for those 2 minutes, you're going to go in with 8 cups of water. This is going to start our broth. Next, we're gonna go in with 2 tablespoons of this seasoning here. This is what we're gonna season our broth with and what's gonna give it most of its flavor. Make sure those seasonings that you season your chicken with do not have salt in it, because this is salty, and yeah, you will have some salty chicken noodle soup if you did. Alright, then next what you're gonna do is add 3 cups of your egg noodles. This is what they look like. Just gonna dump them all in there. And then you're gonna also add, bring it down a little bit down here. You're gonna also add a 1/2 cup of heavy whipping cream as well. And we're just gonna pour that in there as well. And then we're gonna let it cook until those noodles are nice and soft. Alright, you guys, while that cooks, we are gonna get to working on our grilled cheese sandwiches. So we're gonna turn our stove to a medium heat. And we're gonna put some butter in our pan, and we're gonna put our bread on top of that butter. So we're gonna make sure we get our stove really hot, melt our butter, and then we're gonna rub our bread all in that butter and get it nice and toasted. I like to toast mine on both sides. I like that extra crisp. I don't like it when it's really soft. I think the key ingredient to a grilled cheese sandwich is, in fact, the butter. It makes it taste so much better, you guys. A lot of people also use mayonnaise, so you can try using mayo as well. But I like butter and 2 slices of cheese on mine. And the bread that I use is the Sara Lee wheat bread, just to kind of be a tad bit healthy, and we're only making 1 grilled cheese. Alright, you guys, and there you have it, our homemade chicken noodle soup with our grilled cheese sandwich. We're gonna give it a taste here. I want you guys to see it. It's a bit hot. I did mention earlier to add the meat back in once it's done cooking. Just a reminder, because I didn't mention it. But guys, oh my god, the heat feels so good on my throat because my throat is sore. This is amazing. I want you guys to try it yourself, try it for your families, leave a comment, let me know how you like it. Thanks for watching once again. Subscribe, share, tell your friends. It's going to be a great channel. Help me get out there. Bye.